Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. Congratulations, congratulations. We are so excited to have you as a part of our Spring 2021 cohort. And you are attending our newly admitted session. And I wanted to take this opportunity to kind of walk you through all of the different onboarding steps that you have in order to be a fully functioning student within the Howard University system. And so again, congratulations. Yes, it's you. It is you that went through the application process. It is you that may have done some revisions. It is you that pestered those one or two recommendations from folks who said, oh, I'll get it in, I'll get it in, I'll get it in. For some of you, this is your dream school. For some of you, this is an opportunity to come to a HBCU from a predominantly historic institution. For some, it's a total change from the West Coast to the East Coast, but all of you had a sincere desire to come into this program at Howard University, and we welcome you. Just want to give you a quick overview of our school leadership team. Our Dean of the school is Dr. Sandra Edmonds-Crew, and you will meet her and hear from her during a roundtable in early January, and then again in mid-January for orientation. Many of you have already talked with and worked with the Associate Dean, Tracy Whitaker, Dr. Whitaker, who took us through the curriculum and the registration process. I am introducing myself again as the Director of Admissions, Ms. Gammons. You all will meet Dr. Janice Davis, who is the Director of Clinical Education and is responsible for all of your field practice and field placement. And then also the coordinator of global initiatives for the university is Provost Snell. So those are some folks that names you'll see throughout this onboarding process. Our shared purpose for today is to learn the HU call and response. We want to talk about completing the program and taking the licensure exam. And so whenever you're out and about and you see someone on with Howard gear outside of the quad or throughout the nation, they'll usually say HU. And then you, as a fellow Bison, respond, you know. So let's practice that. Take your microphones off. And so when I say HU, you all say,
you know.
Let's try it again. HU.
You know.
All right, we're getting there. We are getting there. So many of you joined us on the curriculum call about an hour or so ago. And I want you to know that when we reviewed your applications and when we made the decision to accept you into the program, we made a commitment to make sure that you complete the program. It does the world no good for you to start the Masters of Social Work program and then never finish it. If you never finish it, you'll lose out on the Master of Social Work, you'll lose out on the opportunity to take your licensure exam, and then you lose out on your own dreams and desires to be a social worker. So I want you to remember that no matter how hard you think it gets, we believe that you can complete the program. And I like to tell folks that up front, because usually towards the end of the semester, if I see you in the hallway, it's like, I don't know why I chose to do this. Or, maybe now is not a good time for me to complete the program. But I just want to encourage you that if you were accepted in the program, we believe you have the skills, knowledge, abilities, and desire to complete the program. Another shared purpose that we have is for you to understand that being a social worker is a title protected profession. So just like you can't go around calling yourself a medical doctor or go around telling everybody you're a lawyer, these professions require that you hold some level of licensure. And so once you complete the Masters of Social Work program, once we have taken you through the licensure prep, once your professors have given you questions, similar questions from the licensure exam during class, from Dr. Floyd working with you for the licensure prep, you will not be afraid, have anxiety, have issues concerning taking the licensure exam. The whole point of the MSW is to be able to practice social work, to make the kind of impact that you said you wanted to make in your application essays. So raise your right hand. I say your name. Promise to take the licensure exam 60 days before I graduate or 60 days after I graduate. Now write that in the chat so I can make sure I can remind you what the goal is. Just say you took the pledge to take the licensure. So our admissions portal, once you are accepted, I go into the admissions portal to tell the university that you've been accepted. The university enrollment management team, they pull up that data and then they send out the official notifications from the university. It usually takes anywhere from 3 to 4 business days. I like to call folks and let them know that they've been accepted because I want to make sure that you always know what the next step is. I don't want anything to catch you off guard. How many of you all have received your official notification from the university? Okay. The first thing that you want to do is click on that link and pay your enrollment fee. That enrollment fee does 2 things. It tells the university that you intend to be a graduate student in the School of Social Work in the MSW program. And it also lets Dr. Davis know that you have paid your enrollment fee so that she can reserve your spot in your field placement. And people like to say, well, why is that so important? I should be able to pay it anytime I want, and I should still be able to get a field placement. We have 15 schools in the area that have Masters of Social Work programs. And every Masters of Social Work program is looking to partner with agencies for field placement. So every agency has given schools a certain number of spots, and we want to make sure that our students get in and not decline or defer after they've already been promised a spot. So that's one of the reasons why we like for you to pay your enrollment fee as soon as possible. And if the enrollment fee is not paid by the time the semester starts, you'll be dropped from the roll. And then you'll have to start the process all over again. And so that leads me to the next issue, which is deferment. You can defer until the following semester after you pay your enrollment fee. And so at this time, you can defer for 1 semester. The next item on the official notification from the university talks about your medical and immunization requirements. Yes, you have to get it done. No, it doesn't make sense because the logic is, well, I'm not going to be on campus, so why do I have to have it done? We want you to get it done. The university requires that you get it done. So when the campus does open back up, you won't have any issues. So what you see before you is a physical examination form and an immunization certificate. Both forms require a doctor's signature and the medical facility stamp. I don't know why they need both, but they want both, and without both, they won't take it. You have to submit these particular forms. Some of you have your PDF copy of your immunization certificates from undergraduate school or from your K through 12 days that you've usually just been able to give to the institutions that are looking for that. You can use that as supplemental information, but the information has to be on these 2 official forms. So what happens is that you pay your enrollment fee, you receive your Bison email. With your Bison email address, you create an account with MedProctor. MedProctor is a third-party medical portal that we work with. When you create your account, you've got to give some basic information. And if you choose to, you can give all of your life history and your medical conditions. That is not a requirement. You can click through until it says join, and you'll click join and you'll pay $10. And the $10 is for lifetime access to MedProctor. Once you pay your $10, they will give you access to these forms. So what I've done is that I've sent you a blank copy of the forms so that if you get to the doctors between now and then or before you create your account, you can still have that form signed. Make sense? Now, MedProctor is a very sensitive software. So just make sure that you are filling out whatever required data they are requesting, but you don't have to fill out what's not required. I mean, it took me like 40 minutes to go through the medical history that they were trying to get me to answer questions to. So I just want to make you aware of that. It's not a quick process. Financial aid. So financial aid is the catch-all term for any money that goes towards your education. And what I like to tell people was when you graduated from high school and you started on your college journey, your religious institution loved you, your extended family loved you, the federal, local, and state government loved you, the federal government loved you. You know, everybody wanted to be a part of your undergraduate journey by giving you, you know, as little as $70 for books to mega money for tuition. And that's wonderful. The reality is nobody gives a good anything about you and your graduate studies. If you want to secure money for your graduate studies, you have to actively and aggressively pursue it. Now, Dr. McCrae just loves y'all so much that she creates this scholarship form. And what she does is she Googles MSW scholarships and she compiles them based on the 6 areas of field education. So I have sent that list of scholarships to you. So you should see whether or not if you are eligible and apply. I encourage you to apply. So the School of Social Work offers financial support awards. Our awards are awarded and distributed in June of each year for the academic year. So we have awarded all of our funds for fall 20 and spring 21. At this time, the School of Social Work does not have additional funds. Should someone decline or should money become available, we will look at your raw scores from your applications and then make distributions at that time. Your applications and your funding opportunity will be included with the fall 2021 cohort. So you'll be eligible for next academic year funding. At this time, there is no university housing. And I'm so disappointed. They have a couple of graduate apartment complex that are available, but the university we're not having students on campus, at least for the spring. We'll see what the fall holds. When you pay your enrollment fee and you get your Bison email, in your Bison web where you go in and click all of your different tabs for your student accounts, you'll have the opportunity to upload a picture for your Bison One card, which is your Howard ID. If you are having any issues, you do need to reach out to ETS. It's better to do it via email, or you can call 806-2020 and stay on hold for a very long time. That's what we do. For those of you that have had academic accommodations in the past, we do have a student center that is available to take your applications for accommodations for the spring semester. I want you to take a moment. And these are the apps that I recommend that you download. I know Park Mobile might seem stupid to download at this time, but go ahead and do it anyway. Because when campus does open, we have all off-street parking. And I suspect that the District of Columbia's coffer is a little low. So they are going to be looking for cars to ticket. We have the best meter maids. We should actually be on that show, Parking Wars. But they will ticket you. If it lapses a half a minute, they will ticket you. Another downloadable app is Blackboard Education. I know we're supposed to be quarantined, but I also know that we are out and about. And so the Blackboard Education app will still give you access to all of your classes and information within. Howard University also has a mobile app. There is an app called Bison Safe. Bison Safe gives you official notifications of safety and precaution information. Everything from the weather to crime reports to power outages. And then you need to download the Yard, HU Unfiltered. That's all students. The orientation dates have not been set, but I do know that school is scheduled to begin Tuesday, January 19th. We've already had our advisement and registration. We're just making sure everything goes through with that. And so with field placement, somebody said, well, there'll be a survey for field placement. So yes, you will receive a profile form. And that form will need to be completed and sent back to the Office of Field Placement. That would be with Ms. Mentor and Dr. Davis. You will receive that profile form once the university puts you on the enrollment roll, which says to us that the enrollment fee has been paid. And when you pay your enrollment fee, please take a screenshot, because should there be any glitches, any questions, we want you to be able to easily produce your receipt. So for those that are coming in the spring, usually in December, we have Thankful Thursdays, which is a 30 to 45-minute conversation about different topics. I need to verify with our schedule to see when the actual holidays fall, but we will try to have a session for you on the difference between direct practice and CAP practice. You'll be able to talk with the chairs of those departments. You'll be able to talk with Dr. Floyd, who is our Director of Student Services. She will give you an overview of her role and then talk with you more about what licensure looks like. And then just general, there'll be a student session so that you can talk with current students. And so at this time, I am going to stop my screen share and close out my recording, and then I will take questions.